Hello, my name is Michelle Bentz, and I am your online Introduction to Sociology instructor. I'm going to provide you a quick little short tutorial on just about who I am and a little bit of some ideas to be successful in this online course. I've been teaching at Central Community College for just about 11 years now. I've been with the college for about 18. As I mentioned, my name's Michelle. Feel free to call me Michelle in all your correspondence. Some of the best ways to get a hold of me is through email. You can call my office number, which is 402-562-1235. But I check my email frequently, so that's probably one of the fastest routes to get in touch with me. So let's begin by taking a look at our course. So when you first register for an online course, one of the first things you're going to do is become very familiar with our website. So this is our main CCC website, cccneb.edu, and you can get to your what we call Moodle or Web Central pages in two ways. You can either hit this hamburger here, and you can go to Current Students and Employees and go to Web Central. Or if you're like me and I'd like to just save a couple clicks, you can scroll to the bottom of your web page and go to the main CCC web page and go to Web Central. Typically, you will have to log into this screen, but I'm already logged in. So this is what your Web Central page will look like. And there's usually quite a few resources for you as a student. Your page will look slightly different as a student, but you're going to want to find My Course tab on your screen. And then underneath there, you will see all the different links to every course you're registered for. So you will scroll down and find access to the course that you're taking with me for sociology. And we will find one of my online offerings here. There we go. And click on that link, and this is what we call your Moodle course homepage. So Moodle is what we call our learning management system that basically operates your course, your online course, or even some of your lecture courses. So this is what your course homepage should look like. Introduction to Sociology. You can see my name is up here at the top. This is my office phone number. And then I mentioned to you the best way to get in touch with me through email. So you can either click on my email here, or as a student, if you go to your quick mail link, you can compose a new email directly to me from this location. So on my course homepage, I have it spread out in its entirety here, and these are all menus over here that I have what we call docked. So when you first log in, many of these will actually be spread out like this on your screen. It's looking like your upcoming events. This is your calendar. They might be over here on the right. So I like my screen the largest, and I dock them. So if you click the little gray button there on each one of your menus, it will push it back over here onto the side and it will dock it. One that you might want to leave up is your upcoming events. Your upcoming events is your course calendar. So this tells you when everything is due. And for the most part, anything that has a little piece of paper by it is typically an assignment that will take you as a direct link to that assignment. If it has this little spinning circle thing, this is just basically an announcement that this forum is due, and it won't take you as a direct link to the forum. You'll have to find it on your course homepage. But for the most part, most of these things do provide a direct link. Here's an exam, extra credit. It will take you right to that page to begin on your calendar. But as I mentioned to you, these with the little circles around them are just going to take you right to the calendar because we can't directly link up to course forum. So you can see everything in this course as an online course is due on Sunday evenings by midnight. So all of your discussion forums, all your assignments, all your exams, they're always due on Sunday evening by midnight to make things a little bit easier for you. You will find that this is an instructor-paced course, which means there are weekly due dates. So everything that's due is always due on Sunday evening, unless there is some kind of a holiday coming up, and then I may adjust the due dates. But it's really important for you to always monitor your upcoming events to see when things are due. Everything will be done and due by May 3rd, Thursday, May 3rd. No work will be accepted past that, so you need to monitor that date closely. I do accept late assignments if you happen to miss a due date. However, you will lose points for it being late. The one thing that I do not accept late, that I'm kind of a stickler on, are your exams. I do expect you to monitor your exam due dates very closely. Unless you not notify me in advance that you're unable to complete an exam, or something comes up that you're not physically able to complete it by the due date, you must notify me immediately, or otherwise the exam goes to a 0 in the grade book. Because I have these all set to open at certain times, it becomes very cumbersome if I have to open 5, 6, 7, 8 exams because people miss their due dates. So please monitor your due dates for your exams. Most importantly, everything else I do except late work. Every week on Monday mornings, usually Monday or Tuesday mornings, I will post a course announcement, basically recapping the week, highlighting some of the things that hopefully you caught, or maybe highlighting what's coming up for the next week. So always look for a course announcement from me. If there's something that seems like people are a little off on or don't seem to have fully grasped a concept or need just a little heads up about, I always put those in the course announcements. So it is really important to always look for that. One thing that I'll also point out to you, and just in terms of the functionality of your course homepage, these two little arrows will open and close everything for you. So if you want to open all, you can click open all. If you want to close all, you can actually close them all, and you can see that each one of these folders will then collapse. Something else for your convenience I've also put in here is for each folder, I've put a heading on here when everything in that folder is due. For the most part, most of the folders, everything contained in there, there's only one typically per week. Sometimes during the summers, though, I will have multiple folders due for 1 week. So always check your due dates on these folders to make sure that you only have one folder's worth of work due. I will typically try to announce that in my course announcements if there happens to be 2 folders worth of work due, but most of the time, if you're taking this during the fall and spring semester, one folder's worth of work per week, but in the summer, there will be multiple folders due per week. Next very important piece of information is that this course is using an e-textbook or an embedded e-text. So when you register for this course, you are being charged up front for this textbook fee, which should be around $47 presently for this textbook fee. And you're charged at the moment you register for the course. And what that means is that this link right here is an embedded textbook feature. So if you have like a Kindle or ever read books online, that's exactly what this book is. And so you can see that you have all the functionality of your textbook here right at the beginning. And so it's just a digital textbook for you. And the ease and convenience of it is that it's loaded right away from day one. You don't have to go out and find a book, and it will be available to you the entire semester. Here are some frequently asked questions for your e-text. If you ever have trouble, problems, want to know how to do some of the functions, you can do that. If you already have a textbook or prefer not to use a digital textbook, you must complete this opt-out process before the last day to free add and drop. So I will be sending reminders about this, but for every semester outside of summer, summer's just a little bit different. Your normal semesters, the first 2 weeks in the semester, you have our free add and drop. In the summer, it's usually about the first couple days of the semester are your free add and drop. So if you decide you do not want this digital e-text and you want to be refunded the upfront cost of your e-text, you will click on this option and it will walk you through the process. And actually this little link right here, the opt-out process, you'll want to read this first. It explains to you how to opt out. It's very simplistic. You basically register on their website with your CCC email, and then there will be a little screen at the bottom that you click to opt out, and then that will notify them that you wish to opt out, and then you will lose access to the e-text. So that's very important, and I will be sending out announcements about that. So this course does come with an e-text available to you. If you wish to not have that e-text, you will need to complete the opt-out process. The first thing you're going to want to do, though, when you start the course is begin at the Start Here folder, and you're going to want to read the Welcome to Class. I just give you a little information about myself. You're definitely going to want to read your course syllabus. Of course, watch this video. This work to be completed by the end of the class basically highlights all the important information in what you're going to complete over the course of the semester. And also, you're definitely going to want to read the discussion requirements document. This highlights all the expectations and how I grade each discussion forum. In a nutshell, you are to, anytime there is a discussion forum due for the week, you will need to post your reply and then reply to one other classmate to get full points. If you don't do that, you will get docked probably 5 points if you don't post to another classmate. So that's always a little bit confusing. So in general, all work is always due on the same day, usually on Sundays. I typically grade on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then I always give you feedback in the grade book. So you should have a grade link on the side of your screen, typically on the right-hand side. You're going to want to check your grades for sure anytime after Wednesday of every week to see how you did. Like I said, I always give you feedback. I highly recommend you follow along on the course for your course homepage. So always progress from top to bottom as we move along. So first week, you should be in this first folder, completing all the information and work that's due within here. And I always set things up in sequential order. So read a little bit about what you're supposed to accomplish, then everything is always laid out how I expect you to complete it. So do this activity first, watch this video, um, use the PowerPoint notes if you want to. Here's a study guide that's available for you for every exam. There's always a study guide in the first folder that it's introduced. Then I might have some other little activities like a theory discussion or your activity that's due for the week. And then at the bottom of every folder, you'll see I summarize everything that you should have learned and what you should have covered for that week's worth of folder content. So always work from top to bottom. And again, don't miss the exams. That's an important thing. If you want to notify me in advance that you're going to be gone or you anticipate not being able to have internet access, please notify me and I can make arrangements to have your exam open at different times. But it's always important to notify me in advance. The other thing is if you're struggling with any content or you can't find something on a study guide, please contact me. I'm happy to assist you with that. I'm here to help you through that process. And email is one of the best ways to get in touch with me. If at any time you're having any technical difficulties, just send me an email and we can certainly work through that the next time that we're able to connect during the day. So in general, I'm here to help you. Please correspond with me as frequently as you can. If you ever have questions, send me an email. Otherwise, I look forward to getting to know you and hopefully you enjoy this course and how I have it set up and you'll learn quite a bit about sociology. So good luck.